Since Energy Right Solutions started offering incentives to commercial and industrial customers in 2008, we felt it was time to conduct formal market research to explore what it's like to be a member of the Preferred Partners Network. So we formed a project team to redesign what we call the PPN offering. Energy Right Solutions for commercial and industrial customers was first offered in 2008 and was well liked. The TVA Commercial and Industrial Preferred Partners Network Redesign Project Team decided to identify the most impactful ways to strengthen Preferred Partners Network member benefits and engage Preferred Partners Network members in a collaborative partnership. To make sure we meet the needs of our Preferred Partners Network valley-wide, we created a process that uses input from all constituents to develop the best idea. Then, once we get the idea or ideas that best meet the needs of our current and potential members of the Preferred Partners Network, we develop the membership benefits that deliver on the idea. The PPN Redesign Project leveraged a market research plan that included 2 opportunities to meet in person with PPNs across the Tennessee Valley. We learned a lot in focus groups, wherein members and non-members of the Preferred Partners Network shared their opinions about what could be done to make being a member of the PPN more attractive than it is today. Many ideas were generated during the qualitative research phase. Then, we did quantitative research that we call concept screening. Concept screening took place via the phone with over 60 contractors to deliver clear data that could be analyzed in a number of ways to help us identify the best ideas to move forward with. Let's talk first about what we learned in the first phase of PPN qualitative research focus groups. These focus groups were conducted in Nashville, Memphis, and Knoxville, Tennessee. All of the members in our groups were either already a part of the Preferred Partners Network or were the types of contractors that are eligible to become members. The objective of this research was to talk about their knowledge of the current Preferred Partners Network for commercial trade allies, understand the key benefits of PPN membership, and identify potential barriers to the current Energy Right Solutions Preferred Partners Network that, if addressed, would increase their interest or participation in the membership. Our goal was to develop a deeper understanding of their needs that we continued to strengthen and refine throughout our research plan. Let's clarify a few terms. Trade ally is a term used by utilities across the country to refer to contractors who install energy-efficient measures. PPN members are contractors, consultants, and others who elected to join TVA's network. EE stands for energy efficiency. We learned a lot about these contractors, engineers, and architects regarding aspects of the membership they were most excited about. The great news is that much of what we heard was consistent with many of the discussions that we've had by the TVA Energy Right Solutions PPN Redesign team during the June project kickoff meeting. Many contractors have a good understanding of the current membership and the important role that it plays as part of the broader TVA efforts to promote energy efficiency. Contractors believe the PPN offered them the ability to differentiate themselves from their competition. They saw TVA as a partner that added an important credentialing benefit to their business. Contractors also said it was important that there was broad awareness of the TVA Preferred Partners Network and that they wanted to learn how to best use the membership and how to learn about the best ways to sell the benefits of Energy Right Solutions to their customers. Similar to our conversation on key membership benefits, contractors also identified a number of perceived barriers to the current Energy Right Solutions Preferred Partners Network. They told us that if the barriers were addressed, it would increase their interest or participation in the PPN. In addition to our discussions on key benefits and perceived barriers, we also spent significant time with contractors identifying potential enhancements that would strengthen the Preferred Partners Network membership benefits and engage its members in a collaborative partnership. These important discussions with contractors help TVA and our extended team identify potential ways to improve and continue to enhance the Preferred Partners Network. All contractors felt that these types of membership benefit enhancements could help improve the current membership benefits and create a more collaborative partnership. Based on this learning, we regrouped as a TVA Energy Right Solutions PPN redesign team on July 16th for a meeting to generate hypotheses for potential ways to strengthen Preferred Partners Network member benefits and engage PPN members in a collaborative partnership. Based on the helpful feedback from the TVA Energy Right Solutions PPN redesign team, we developed a range of concepts for the Preferred Partners Network membership benefits. These concepts focused on a range of benefit statements that were intended to address the contractor's needs, with potential features intended to enhance the current PPN membership. The concepts focused on a few key areas that address the important learning coming out of first phase of PPN qualitative research focus groups. A total of 7 concept benefit statements were tested. We created 4 concepts that were intended to appeal to all businesses within the Tennessee Valley and were tailored to ensure that they address the needs of both large and small PPN contractor business types. Believability. Enhancing the believability of energy efficiency estimates for the PPN's customers. Endorsement. Showcasing the PPN's company as a gold-level PPN member so customers know how established and effective your company is. Customer education. Partnering with the PPNs to educate their potential customers about energy efficiency. Training. Offering energy efficiency training opportunities for the PPN's company. We also created 3 additional concepts that were intended to uniquely appeal to the needs of large and small PPN business types. Consulting. Having energy efficiency consultants and design services available. Discount. Making new energy efficiency (EE) tools available by lowering expenses on tools such as infrared devices. Support. Making participation easier with new administrative support service. The PPN Concept Lab was designed to allow our team to optimize the concept ideas that we developed in the hypothesis development session with the TVA Energy Right Solutions PPN redesign team. In order to hear from a broad range of contractors who work in many local power company service areas, focus groups were held in Nashville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Focus group participants were either already a part of the Preferred Partners Network or were the types of contractors that are eligible to become members. One important point of clarification: the type of marketing research facility that can accommodate our qualitative research is located only in 3 major cities inside the Valley. The objective of this research was to get feedback from a broad range of contractors from across the Tennessee Valley to the concepts that we developed coming out of the hypothesis development session. We shared each of the concepts with each group of contractors to identify what they liked and address areas that they did not like. Concept development is an iterative process that works by making a series of changes throughout the groups to ensure that we create the strongest possible ideas heading into the next phase of research. Our final quantitative survey was conducted via phone interviews and was open from August 20th through September 4th. It was administered via a formal interview with individuals that were either already a part of the Preferred Partners Network or were the types of contractors that would likely be eligible to become members. The response rate for the concept screening research among contractors was very strong. A total of 61 phone interviews were conducted. Respondents were from a mix of contractor backgrounds across lighting, HVAC, refrigeration, compressed air, and consultant who worked across a range of commercial and industrial clients. We heard from contractors across the Tennessee Valley service area that included East, Middle, and West Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi. The objective of this research was to get feedback to the final concepts that we developed coming out of the PPN Concept Lab. This particular step of the process is a bit different than the approach that we used in both the PPN Qualitative Research and PPN Concept Lab. In the concept screening research, we focused on getting quantitative input and feedback to specific interview questions that could be aggregated across all 61 contractors. This provided the team with a robust amount of supporting data that was used to identify the concepts that scored best across contractors. While the data identified 1 to 2 clear winning concepts, it also provided important learning across membership benefits and features that can be incorporated in a number of ways. The output of the PPN Concept Lab was a clear recommendation to move forward with endorsement. Endorsement delivered highest participation intent, appealed to both small and large businesses, consistently scored highest across the valley, and with lighting contractors. First, let's take a quick look at the winning endorsement concept that was shared with contractors that participated in our PPN Concept Lab. I am always looking for ways to do my best work and distinguish my company from the competition. Joining the Preferred Partners Network, PPN, for TVA's Energy Right Solutions could be part of how I do this, but I am concerned that customers might not be able to understand my qualifications based on my PPN membership. Now, your local power company and TVA can help your company by showcasing how established and effective your company is as a member of the Energy Right Solutions Preferred Partners Network, PPN. That's because your local power company and TVA will recognize your efforts by identifying your company as a gold-level PPN member once you have completed special training, completed several jobs, and achieved high customer satisfaction, providing special TVA certification as an energy expert based on completion of special training, providing TVA's Energy Right Solutions logo for use with your own logo. The most important feature for endorsement is special TVA certification with training completion, followed by being identified as a gold-level member. These features were designed based on the input that we received throughout the earlier phases of qualitative research. The special TVA certification was described as providing special TVA certification as an energy expert based on completion of special training. The gold-level PPA member was described as identifying your company as a gold-level PPN member once you have completed special training, completed several jobs, and achieved high customer satisfaction. Contractors felt that special certification and gold member status were two key features that could help them build their business and provided us a few compelling reasons for this, such as being part of the gold-level services would look extremely good on our portfolio as a company representing the ERS services, being recognized for completion of training and our communication with TVA, would show the customers we have a definite relationship with TVA and people trust TVA, boost the level of confidence our customers have in us, legitimizes. If you're listed as gold, when people go to find a list of contractors for these types of projects, want the cream of the crop, won't mess with someone less than the upper standard.
I think the challenge is, you want to differentiate yourself from the competition early on by co-branding, for example, with the TVA program, but then, as already mentioned, if the program isn't maintained, the quality isn't maintained, then I've seen with the other program, contractors put the little magnetic signs on their trucks, and then over the years, they all come off because everyone's on the list.
I don't want us to carry the PPN TVA Right, Energy Right logo, and then get an email from somebody from my competitor who also has that. That doesn't do anything for me. Okay. But when you train and then you identify what's new and unique, and that can be project specific, then that's certainly beneficial.
Recognitions of building contractors, absolutely, that would be great. That's a 20 for me. I think that if people are doing this and they're doing a good job, that to me, if you're doing a good job and you're being recognized for what you're doing, then that's a plus.
While other concepts did not score as well as the endorsement concept, contractors also felt there were elements of those concepts that could also potentially enhance the PPN offering for TVA Energy Right Solutions. In many cases, these ideas could help either as add-ons to the endorsement concept itself or be used to complement existing PPN service offerings. These ideas also address a number of the key benefits and perceived barriers that contractors identified throughout the PPN Redesign Project research plan. Contractors felt that EE savings estimates with joint logos and customer testimonials and case studies could be important features. The TVA tool, it validates what I'm showing the customer. If my logo is on there too, after I leave, the fellow won't say, "Who was this?" Having ability to tap into what is viewed by the customer as a third party to verify savings and talk about energy rate structures and calculation. Customer education also offers the benefits of bringing customers to contractors and builds awareness of ERS services. Getting our name out there, make the customers aware we do these projects. Maybe instead of us cold calling them, they can come to us when they're looking for someone to come to. Would drive business to our company. Certainly if a client is interested and all they want to do is select a contractor, it becomes an easy process. If we can educate them, once they're educated, we might even get customers who were educated by others.
And of course, educating these businesses about the money savings is vital if this is going to succeed. And I think that's up to TVA to convince these people they're going to save money in the long run. So yeah, this is very important.
I think it's like an industry, we do a really good job of training the residential side as far as energy efficiency, but I don't know that we do as good a job on the commercial side. So that's why, I kind of like the energy efficiency training and maybe kind of target it, if we, offered it or incorporated it or something like that, definitely focus on the commercial customers.
Right here is where the people are going to be aware of. It's educating the people and the businesses. They got to figure out a way to get in front of these people.
Okay.
I think that's the key.
What do you think that would do if they were able to get in front of them and do some of this advertising?
It'd be great. That was one of my biggest issues in the last meeting. There is none right now. There's nothing out there in our customer that nobody's even heard of these programs or any of these TVA. It's not existent in my field.
Okay.
Enhanced support was also a key area that contractors felt would help make their participation easier for them via new TVA Administrative Support Service. Right now, the rebate structure is extremely confusing, so if they could just simplify it or have a single point of contact with TVA. If a TVA administrator did the paperwork, I could take the time I save and use it to sell instead. When I'm doing TVA paperwork, I'm not selling.
A Google Chrome style type of thing. Something that fills in itself. If you could have something like that.
Oh, where it automatically fills
Yeah,
in all
it's
the
like
information.
you got a database of this customer's already in there. It can fill in things that we don't really, like we can put their name in and a lot of it auto-populates. That would be great.
Being able to say to them that if we do run into a problem, TVA has a customer service desk for us as your contractor. We're here to guide you through this, and we have the client is assured that TVA is behind us. If we run into a problem.
Efficiency training opportunities for the contractor's company that feature on-demand and webinar training were also identified as an emerging opportunity. Benefits us by providing me with the tools necessary to do my job better, so I pull out more accurate incentives to my customer. Would provide me with a quick go-to to answer my questions. Videos are extremely important. Would keep us up to speed on what's going on, and the training videos would help me train other employees at our own pace.
If I'm going to be expected to market or to sell this product, sell this idea to an end user, I need training on what I'm talking about,
Right.
other than just saying, hey, you're going to save so much a year on your utility. You can't get enough training, but there again, it's just a matter of time. It's better to have a video so you can watch it at your leisure.
In-person stuff is okay, but if you happen to have a topic like what David was mentioned below, if there's a topic you were specifically searching for and there was an on-demand video that you could watch that would maybe help you through that topic, I would see that as being beneficial.
on down in here, you talked about webinars, and I like that it's recorded and on demand, because that way it can fit into our schedule. When I do have someone that has some time free, which is less and less, and which is a good thing now, but they can go on demand and view the training.
I'm big on on-demand videos because all of us have different schedules. So it's nice to where, you know, there might be a webinar, it's at 1 o'clock. Well, I've got a meeting at 1 o'clock. I can't be there, and I'd really like to be part of it. It's nice to be able to say, well, after dinner, after the kids go to bed, you know, I can sit down and take a look at it. I think that's really useful.
Having energy efficiency consultants and design services available were other areas where contractors felt there could be opportunities. The cost benefit to a small company like ours, we spend a lot of money doing energy audits and we don't profit a lot from doing them. If we had someone to provide this service in a timely, acceptable manner, we'd have more salespeople if we didn't have to cover these ourselves. Would save payroll. Right now, when we do third-party independent consultants, TVA would help sell the company to potential customers, adds credibility.
If I've got some TVA concierge or somebody that I can go to, you know, that can, you know, add credibility to it, can say, yeah, this is a good idea. You know, we already do a lot of the other stuff, the energy modeling, you know, alternate possibilities. We you know, customers ask for that.
Okay.
We've got a job now where they ask for, hey, give me, I need 2 or 3 options, you know, just not just one option. I need to take this before.
In terms of me going into a large industrial client that hasn't done anything, and yeah, I don't know about HVAC, I guess that would be nice if I could bring in, I'm already in there meeting with the client, and I could bring in another consultant, especially if it's TVA that's impartial, where I can capture more business there.
Yeah, I mean, if they knew that exactly 36% of their costs go to lighting and 32% go to heating and air and the rest go to, you know, whatever, I mean, that would be extremely useful, I think.
The TVA Energy Right Solutions PPN Redesign Project team has accomplished its mission. The team project wrap-up meeting is on September 29th in Nashville with all team members, local power companies, TV PPA, and TVA. We will be reviewing the learning to date, reviewing the recommended way forward, and brainstorming additional ways to make the Preferred Partners Network membership benefits as impactful as possible. TVA would like to thank all members of the PPN Redesign Project team. They are a terrific group of people committed to strengthening partnerships with members of the Preferred Partners Network.